Joining me for Yoga in Our City's virtual studio class for chair yoga. My name is Anne. Now, please consult your medical practitioner before engaging in any exercise, including yoga, with any questions or concerns you may have. Now, this is really very important if you start an exercise class and even yoga. And it's also very important if you are pregnant, if you are nursing, if you're taking any medication, and or if you have a pre-existing condition. Now, tonight is going to be a very special session. It's our yoga practice supporting mental health or mental well-being by practicing specific postures, also some breathing techniques, meditation, and certain practices that will ease feelings of anxiety, maybe sadness, and or if you need just to relax, especially if you feel that you have some tension. Okay? However, it's very important that we develop and strengthen our awareness, our body, our mind, and our spirit awareness. And this will give us the cues to know when we're feeling such feelings as sadness, anxiety, stress, or tension. So let's begin, as we always do, in our foundational pose, which is sitting mountain. And again, I'm going to invite you to come maybe to the middle of your chair. If you do want to come closer to the edge, just be sure you're in a safe space. And then we're going to take our feet, we're going to push them into the ground beneath us, especially the fatty part of our foot, which is here, and also right where the heel is. Then we're going to have space in between our legs. So take two fists and bring them right on the side of your knees and stretch up, 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 up. Beautiful. Then take your fingers and take the right butt cheek and lift it up. And then the left, lift it up. Now, in the butt cheek, you can feel those sits bones. Those are bony parts, but they also support our body, especially the pelvis and our spine, to be in proper alignment. Of course, we want no strain or uncomfortability in our seat. Now, if you do feel any uncomfortability in the lower back or anywhere, just kind of move back and forth and maybe re-invite the sits bones and then really feel them. You could rock back and forth on your chair. This will give you an indication if you're sitting on them. Then you're going to take your finger, and we're going to zip up from the belly on up, lengthening. We want to lengthen the spine by pulling up, but our head or our chin is parallel to the floor. Now, another area that we can focus on is right in front of us. That could be our drishti, or the spot that we're going to focus on. Or some people prefer to look a little bit up, and where your wall meets the ceiling, that's as high as you would go, or the height of your eyes would meet that particular area there. Okay, you don't want to extend and hyperextend the neck. The neck is very, very fragile and gentle. Then we're going to take our shoulders, we're going to put them forward, ears up, and push back so the shoulder blades are kissing each other. This opens our chest, allows us to breathe freely. We want the exchange of the breath, the inhalation and the exhalation to flow, okay? No tension, but if we have tension, we want to be aware of it and feel it, okay? Feel that and then work through that. Okay, so that takes care of the sitting mountain pose. And remember, you can come back to this foundational pose anytime you need to. Now let's start with the intention. And the intention is, I am protected by the infinite light. And we're going to say this 3 times. You can say it out loud or you can say it quietly with me. I am protected by the infinite light. I am protected by the infinite light. I am protected by the infinite light. Beautiful. Again, come back into sitting mountain. Get your posture. Put those shoulders back. And we're going to start with pranayama or breathing movement this evening. And this is a stress regulation and also an emotional regulation. And it also helps to develop our resilience, our ability to bounce back after something happens that maybe took us by surprise or was an uncomfortable place to be, whatever it is. Okay. When I think of resilience, I think of this band. Okay. How you can push it and then it comes right back to where it was. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take 10 long, deep, and slow breaths. And I'll demonstrate. And if you're familiar with the breath work, because maybe you viewed the previous videos, the inhalation comes through the nose, and then the exhalation, very slow exhales from the nose. But we're going to focus on doing long, slow breaths. And let's begin. Again, find that spot where you're comfortable. Shoulders back, sitting upright. And let's begin. You can close your eyes or leave them open. And let's do 10 long, slow breaths. Notice how you feel before we start. And then you're going to take your pulse on how you feel. I don't mean literally. I mean, see how you feel after we're done with the 10 slow, long, deep breaths. Okay? So be aware of that. Let's increase our awareness as we move through each of the breaths. Let's begin. Now the last one, inhale fully through the nose, chest expanding. Exhale slowly through the nose, chest contracting. And slowly, if your eyes were closed, you can open them. And notice how you feel. Notice the quality of your breath and also your physical and mental being. How do you feel? Do you notice a shift from when you began the breath and when you completed the 10 long, slow breaths? Remember, as we talked also, if again you viewed the previous sessions, that I love to call the breath the superpower because our breath is so vital, and our breath can control our emotions, our stress, etc., by learning various breathing techniques. Okay, now you can either stay in sitting mountain, or I'm going to push myself just a little bit back in my chair. And I'm going to realign my feet, and I'm going to sit up. So I'm going to elongate my spine. I'm going to take the shoulders, I'm going to push them back to open my chest. Now, the next breath we're going to do is simply we're going to inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, draw the shoulders down and create a space away from the ears. And we'll do this 10 times. Are we ready? Again, you may close your eyes or leave them open. I'll do the counting. You just do the movement. Ready? And become aware of your breath. And then the last one, we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, allow the shoulders come away from the ears and create space. Yeah, you probably finished the round of 10. I had a tickle in my throat, so I had to get something to drink. So I probably only did maybe 6 of those, but I'm glad you were able to continue while I was drinking my little bit of water there. All righty. Now let's come back and let's start back in the intention, which is I live protected by the infinite light. I live protected by the infinite light. I live protected by the infinite light. Now we're going to start our warm-ups. Now, as I usually do every single class, I love this roller, and you can have either a roller or just take your fingers and rub the bottom of your feet, and let's just stretch. And feel the tingling on the soles of the feet. Again, awareness of the sensation. And then take those toes, stretch them up towards the ceiling, and then take the heels and stretch up. Movement with the ankles and the foot. And if you look down in your barefoot like I am, you could see as you move all the different veins and extensions moving in to the toes and to the feet. Okay, now we'll put that away. And next will be a warm up. We're going to take our right ear and bring it down to the shoulders. This is for joint movement. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. We'll do this 6 times each side. Go at your own pace, but inhale through the center. Exhale on the extension. Now, if you'd like, as you're coming over the left side, you could take the left hand and just gently place it on the side of the neck and just gently, very gently, just support that movement. And on the exhalation, you may be able to come a little bit farther into the stretch. And back to center. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Same thing, right hand, side, down. And back to center. And again, inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. And one more time, each side. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. And back to center. Beautiful. Come back to sitting mounted. Realign your position. And now we will begin with some of the asanas to support and help with anxiety and tension and sadness. Now, the first one is, it's called the wind releasing pose. Now, if you're sitting down in the chair, you're going to alternate. You're going to do the left and then the right. If you're lying on a mat or on your bed, then you could raise both at the same time. Okay, so the wind relieving is to inhale and bring that right knee as close as you can to the chest. And exhale, bring it down. Let's do each side 6 times. Back up. This helps to release bloating, gas. It's a great stretch for the top of the legs. Also very good for the glutes, that whole area, buttocks. Supports also our breath. Inhale and exhale. Again. Connecting the breath. Nice full breaths as you inhale and exhale. Let's do one more time each side. Inhale, stretch that right knee up. Hold it, hold it. And exhale down. And now let's do the left. Inhale, stretch it up. And again, exhale down. Beautiful. Now next, we're going to do the mountain pose, but we're going to do the mountain pose depending upon your level of flexibility, and you're going to keep the belly strong, okay? We're going to try to breathe so our belly is really engaged. So as we inhale, the belly comes out, and as we exhale, comes back in. All right, are we ready? Let's go. Mountain pose. Shoulders back. Remember, strong pose. You are strong. You are also protected by the infinite light. Now, you may be on level 2, so maybe you could put your arms like posts. Now, you may be 3. You may be able to come a little bit farther, as long as it doesn't hurt the shoulders. And those of you that can go farther, stretch up. You can clasp the hands together and breathe. Now, if you prefer for the mountain pose, you can just keep both arms by the sides of the body and breathe deeply. This mountain pose, even though you're still, except your breath is breathing, it's excellent metabolism booster, okay? You don't think it, but that breath, that prana, when we breathe deeply, we are increasing and supporting our total metabolism, our digestive energies, etc. Nice full inhale, stretch up, 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 fingers up. Now, if you're here, just slowly bring your gold post back down to the side and then all the way down to the sides of the body on the exhalation. Keep that belly strong and engaged. Shoulders back. You're always allowing full deep breaths with the mountain pose. Now, next, we're going to move into half moon. And so for half moon, we're going to inhale. And again, depending upon where you are in your level of flexibility, if you're here by the sides, perfect, of your chair, just leave them there. You may be here or you may be farther up, okay? Now we're going to do the half moon. If you can clasp the hands, palms together, that's great. And if you're here, though, you can also clasp the hands together. And the half moon is simply inhaling, and you're going to exhale and come over the right side. Back to center, nice full deep breaths. Inhale. This lessens the feelings of anxiety on the exhalation. Now, if you're all the way up and your hands, your palms are clasped together, you're going to inhale and the fingers point right to the right side of the body on the exhalation. Don't go beyond wherever you can comfortably extend. Want no ouches. And back up. Inhale, stretch up, 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 up. And exhale, come back down over the left. And we'll do 2 more on each side. Exhale deeply. And then 1 more, stretch up, up, up. Now, if your hands are all the way extended and level, the top level, just slowly exhale as slowly and as mindfully as you can, bringing the hands back down and relax. Again, bring your awareness to your breath. How do you feel? Now, our final asana or posture will be the bridge pose. So for the bridge pose, depending again on your level of flexibility, I'll show you all 3. You're going to come to the edge of the chair and come up on your tippy toes for this bridge. Okay. Now what you're going to do is inhale, and if you're on level 1, hands by the sides of the chair for your support, and exhale, just kind of open the chest, come back slightly. Breathe fully in this. So stay where you are, but continue breathing. If any time you need to come out of the posture, please take care of yourself and come out, exhaling to go back to where you were. Let's take 3 full breaths here. Open the chest in the bridge pose. And 1 more. Beautiful. Relax for a moment. Now, if you're in level 2, the hands can come further back on the chair. Again, move the feet and come back on the tippy toes. And then now you're going to inhale again. Shoulder blades kissing together, opening the chest. And breathe. 3 full breaths. Feel the chest expanding and contracting. Beautiful oxygen exchange, nourishing the whole physical, mental body. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now, you may be on level 3. So if you're on level 3, you can bring your hands farther back and hold on to the back of the chair. Again, you're not touching, though, the back of the chair, but your arms are extended. Ready? Let's do the same thing again. Kiss those shoulder blades together. You're going to inhale, exhale, stretch. Now, if you may need to readjust like I do, stretch the chest forward, shoulders coming back, and shoulder blades kissing each other. Full breaths. Beautiful. Bring the arms back down to the sides of the body. Bring awareness into the body, into the breath, into your being. And you're going to inhale, and slowly you're going to just move forward slightly. And then come back. I'm going to do this 3 times just to limber up the lower back. Now, in your practice, you may prefer, instead of going forward and back, you know how we have 6 movements of the spine, you may want to go in circular motions. Just go slow, steady, be aware. Still breathing fully on the exhalation and the inhalation. Come back to stillness. And now we have one more on the other side. Do 3. Keep the synchronization of the left and the right together. Beautiful. Now I'm going to invite you to get into a comfortable position. That may be that you want to put your body and your spine on the back of the chair, but maybe not. Be sure the shoulders are back and the chest is open. And you're going to accept the beauty of the breath. So now we're going to go back and we're going to do 3 full, long, deep, and slow breaths. Be aware again of how you feel. Be aware of the difference from when you first started today's practice and how you feel now. And are you relaxed? And let's begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Belly expands. And exhale fully. On each exhalation, you're letting go. And come to stillness. Your eyes are closed. Let's go back into our intention and say it 3 times. I live protected by the infinite light. I live protected by the infinite light. And one more time, I live protected by the infinite light. Now open the eyes if you're ready, and maybe look around the room before you get up. Again, notice how you feel. And I'd like to thank all of you for joining me this evening. And remember, practice all week. You could practice whenever you have a moment. Practice the breath, continue to practicing the breath. And maybe when you lie down at night or in the morning, whatever your schedule is to rest, while you're on your back, you may want to practice the breathing. So I'm Anne. I thank you again for joining me for yoga in our city's virtual studio for chair yoga. Hopefully I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.